we are encouraging students from all over campus to participate and work in the lab to create their own ideas, to bring their own ideas to fruition, and think about ways of making those ideas into businesses. And so basically they're taking either ideas, discoveries, inventions, concepts that they have that they want to develop, and within the lab taking advantage of all of the equipment that's available and the expertise that's available to help them, and training and how to use the equipment such as 3D printers to develop their products. And then to work in teams of other students, along with business students perhaps, we hope, to do all of the elements that are needed to commercialize their ideas. So that entails thinking about a business plan. How are they going to prove the concept that they're developing, trial it with potential customers, users, develop markets, examine or do an analysis of what markets are available for that product. Sometimes pivoting, as they say, finding that the product isn't exactly what they thought it would be, but there's another use for it, or another way to design the product to make it better. So marketing, and then thinking about how are they going to finance the product, and what do they need to know about operations in terms of who's going to make it. Are they going to license it? Are they going to manufacture it themselves? Are they going to form a partnership with another corporation? All of those things that are elements of business are things that should be happening as part of the activities in the lab.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think it's important to have an innovation lab on campus? Because I know not all schools have innovation lab, but some of the very best schools have innovation lab on their campus. Why do you think it's important?
Well, I think today, in terms of economic development, entrepreneurship is very important. It's really taken off as a way for creative people, whether they're scientists, engineers, or people in all fields, humanities, the fine arts, who have ideas for making the world better and developing products that people need, that people use, and that can benefit society in a variety of ways. This provides students an opportunity to make their ideas a reality. And that's something that I don't think had been done as much before at universities, and students learn in the process. They learn by doing, and they are more creative as a result. So these are very exciting opportunities, and they take advantage of the substantial resources that are available at a university such as Stony Brook's.
Mm-hmm. David told me you have always been a big supporter for the Innovation Lab, and what do you think are some major achievements have been done by our lab?
Well, David Ecker is the founder and director of the laboratory. It was his idea, his baby, if you will, and really he built it from scratch, borrowing and begging for equipment and resources from around the campus. He believed in its importance. I certainly saw that right away, and indeed the provost's office did as well. Our provost at the time, Dennis Asanis, Nancy Goroff, who was an associate provost, now the interim dean of the graduate school, was very much involved in making this a university-wide initiative, and now Susan Shekel in the provost office is doing that as well. So we see this as a university-wide effort. We want students from around campus to be involved in the lab. So whether they're from engineering or the social sciences, the health sciences, the humanities, the fine arts, really students from any department can be involved as they think about new ways of doing things better and taking advantage of the equipment and the resources in the laboratory. Well, ideally it's going to result in economic development, new ideas that will be commercialized to promote employment, and that will not only make money, and that's great, but also make the world better. And so a lot of the ideas that are being worked on in the lab have healthcare components or education components or ways of lifting people out of poverty, and all sorts of social benefits that are of value to society, locally as well as globally. So there are some terrific opportunities as a result. There's some great examples of work being done on helping people who have handicaps. There's other work being done where they're taking ideas that were developed in the lab and moving them to places like Madagascar and the Turkana Basin Institute in Kenya, where we have a laboratory, to develop means, for example, for clean water via solar energy. And so, those are very exciting opportunities where we have ways of testing them out in field settings around the world. We're really excited about the continuation of the lab. It's blossoming into other buildings. As you know, it's in Harriman Hall, room 210, in the building where we are right now, but Dave has expanded that to engineering buildings, psychology buildings. He's brought portable labs to the Health Sciences Center. So really, we want students from around campus to be taking advantage of these resources and working together to bring their ideas to fruition, and forming teams where they are working on business plans that can really make a difference. Well, I don't know about right now. It's always been important, I think, and certainly in the United States, if not around the world, entrepreneurs have made things better all the time, and that's how great things start. So whether it's Thomas Edison inventing the electricity and the light bulb and so forth, or Steve Jobs and the iPhone and everything that Apple's done, or Bill Gates and so forth and so on, these are entrepreneurs, and this is how new things get started and make our world better. So this is a chance for everybody to be involved. Why not have those resources available and take advantage of the discoveries and the inventions that are coming out of the laboratories at Stony Brook. Stony Brook prides itself on students being engaged in research and creative activities. So why not take it a step further and take those efforts out of the laboratory to apply how they can be used to benefit society.